Miller, as you know, I'm nobody's friend but yours, okay? And I'm looking out for you. But I'm in this to watch them all, and they all know that. And there's no deal, and there was no, you can't ask this, you can't ask that. It was none of that. I went in and I asked her questions, and it was close combat. And whenever she said something that I felt wasn't true, I challenged, which is what we do.
Well, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, sure.
Can I make a suggestion real quick, Bill? Listen, there was a nice confab with Pinky Tuskett there, but I don't think it should have went any further than when you said 7 times you voted against nuclear energy and you voted against Anwar, and it moved on from there. I thought, how does this move on from there? I'd be willing to take the next 4 segments and just watch you do the O'Reilly hammer and go, no, wait a second. You can't go right to saying oil prices and Americans are hurting and play the empathy card. You are causing the problem. Are you going to change that?
Well, I did say I was fairly rude in saying that your husband was president for 8 years, along with the global warming guy Al Gore, and they did, quote unquote, bupkis. Now,
I liked bupkis.
I don't think that Hillary Clinton has ever in her life had a guy say that. Now, look, you're right. I could have spent the next 5 minutes hammering her that she voted against nuke energy and she voted against Anwar. But then I couldn't have gotten into the fact that I believe her health care program might bankrupt the country. And I couldn't have gotten into the left-wing, hammering her, but she's still not going to throw them under the bus.
All right, listen, I am doing a little backseat driving. You're right.
That's okay, but I like that, Miller. That's why we have you here. That's why we have you here.
Well, the next time she brings up universal health care, Thomas Lifson from American Thinker called me today. He said it all. It's absolutely brilliant. He said, where was she when she was on the board at Walmart for 6 years? Why didn't she take care of the garden of health care that was immediately in front of her? She talks about the universe.
She wasn't running for president then. She wanted to make some money. Look, look, I'm not making excuses for Hillary Clinton or any other politician, but they're all opportunists. You know that. I'm going to interview John McCain next week. It's going to be the same exact interview. It's going to be me and McCain in little chairs, mano a mano. And I'm going to ask him just as tough questions as I have. But I could go back in McCain's life, and I could pull out stuff that he did crazy, and I'm going to ask him about immigration and all of that. But, look, there comes a point where you're taking the lesser of 3 evils. That's what you're taking. There's no perfect candidate. You know that.
All right, listen, I don't mind paying more taxes. I'm like you. I'll go up to 39 with 10. I'll go up to 50. I'd like to keep 1 out of every $2 I make.
That's
and you know what I'd like from Hillary Clinton? Is I'd like her to be polite about it. This whole thing where she's in a bind now and she comes down and she slums with Fox when she won't do the debate because she needs to pull this election off, it's starting to bother me. Somebody ought to come to Fox preemptively. There's that word again.
That'd be
and just
nice.
say, listen, you guys are the core of the country. You're the heartland. I need your vote. And guess what? If I do ask you for another 6.5%, I'm not going to treat you like some pig in a castle up on a hill.
That's an excellent point. But you know what? I think this opens the door. Look, the greatest thing about this interview, and we're going to get to this in the policing of the net, is that this has emasculated all of these far-left extortion types like Move On and the Coast, which threatened Hillary Clinton and threatened Barack Obama and all the other Democrats.
I think it has done that.
They threatened them.
I think it has done that.
Right. And
now,
all of those extortionists, all of those George Soros puppets, all of their power is gone in an instant. Gone. Because they can't call any shots. And you know who's got to get his butt in here now? Who's got to get his butt in here now? Who?
Daily Kos.
No. Barack Obama.
Barack. There you go.
Because if he doesn't,
Bill,
people are going to go, hey, come on, where are you? He's got to come in.
I find it ironic that Hillary Clinton is being done in by the vast left-wing conspiracy.
That's right.
I just find that delicious.
And she got revenge by coming in here and putting it right in their face, Miller.
All right, I'll give her that, Billy. Don't get mad at me. Hey, listen, it just got even more confusing because I just saw on Fox News Channel that the Reverend Wright just endorsed Hillary. Where do we go from there?
You and I, Miller, I've invited Reverend Wright out to dinner. You, me, and we're gonna try to get that together.
Please, count me in on that.
Well, we're gonna go to. He's gonna pick us up at his Mercedes. Did you know he had a Mercedes?
I don't care about that. I'm glad he's rich.
All right.
It's just
tomorrow you're going to know exactly.
Barack.
Tomorrow on a factor, you're going to know exactly how many cars he has, what his bank account is, and how much bling he's got. Dennis Miller, everybody.